Hello, my name is Cecilia Covarrubias, and this is my persuasive speech on vaccinations for children for speech comm class here at Stanbridge University. The purpose of this speech is to persuade the audience to get their children vaccinated. Let's get started. According to the CDC 2023, in 2021, the global immunization coverage for infants dropped to 81%, the lowest rate in over a decade. Infants and children are exposed to thousands of germs every day. Babies are equipped to battle most germs, but there are some serious and deadly diseases they cannot handle. Vaccinations are useful in protecting your child to strengthen their immune system. As a nurse, it will be my responsibility to educate parents on the importance of vaccinations for children. Working in a hospital setting, I see the effects of what diseases can do, and is often not pretty. So we want to do our best to make sure that our children are safe. Vaccinations for children are crucial for their health and well-being because they will protect them from dangerous diseases, save lives, contribute to herd immunity, and are backed by scientific evidence and are safe. Although many parents are doubtful whether they're effective or not, I'm sure I can convince you otherwise, which will bring me to my first point on why vaccinations are important for your children. They protect children from dangerous diseases. So some diseases that are preventable through vaccines are polio, tetanus, measles, mumps, chickenpox, rubella, hepatitis, and many other diseases. Many of these diseases are detrimental to your child's health. They can have long-term effects and can have serious complications, including death. For example, polio can infect the brain and spinal cord, causing permanent paralysis. And tetanus causes muscle stiffness and lockjaw and can be fatal. Because of vaccination, people in the United States are protected from polio. However, people who are not vaccinated or have not received all recommended doses may be at risk of getting polio. The disease still occurs in other parts of the world. It only takes one person with polio traveling from another country to bring polio into the United States. This is also the case for many other diseases. It just takes one infected person to spread the virus because most of them are so highly contagious. Because these diseases are so highly contagious, we want to make sure that these children are immune. And how do we do that? Which will bring me to my next point. Vaccinations contribute to herd immunity. You may be thinking, what is herd immunity? Well, herd immunity, also known as community immunity, happens when enough of the community is immune to a particular disease, either because of vaccination or natural infection, that it makes it less likely to spread from one person to another. As you vaccinate more and more people, the virus or the bacteria has less opportunity to be carried or transmitted. One of the aims of working towards herd immunity is to keep vulnerable groups who cannot get vaccinated due to health conditions like allergic reactions to the vaccine safe and protected from the disease. The percentage of people who need to be immune in order to achieve herd immunity varies with each disease. For example, the CDC 2023 explains that herd immunity against measles requires about 95% of the population to be vaccinated. The remaining 5% will be protected by the fact that measles will not spread among those who are vaccinated. So in the diagram that I have posted, it's kind of a diagram explaining herd immunity. As you can see, those who are without herd immunity, those who are susceptible to the disease are more likely to be infected. Whether if herd immunity is achieved, the disease is less likely to be transmitted. I'm sure you wouldn't want your child to be susceptible to a disease, but you may also be thinking, is the vaccination safe? And the short answer is yes, it is, which brings me to my next point. Vaccinations are safe and supported by scientific evidence. Since Dr. Andrew Wakefield published a paper in 1998 about a link between the MMR vaccine and autism, there have been concerns about vaccine safety. After an investigation prompted by many organizations and scientists, it was proven that Wakefield falsified his paper and consequently was stripped of his medical license and could no longer practice. This man single-handedly created the movement of anti-vaxxers. Scientific evidence confirms that MMR and autism are unrelated. The question about a possible link between the MMR vaccine and autism have been extensively reviewed by independent groups in the US, including the National Academy of Sciences Institute of Medicine. There are more than 25 scientific peer-reviewed articles that refute the connection between the MMR vaccine and the development of autism. Immunize 2023 performed a nationwide cohort study included over 650,000 children born between 1999 to 2010. With this many study participants, the researchers were able to look at vaccinated versus not vaccinated children, including 6,500 children with a diagnosis of autism. The conclusion: the findings strongly support that MMR vaccination does not increase the risk for autism, does not trigger autism in susceptible children, and is not associated with the clustering of autism cases after vaccination. All vaccines must go through rigorous testing and monitoring processes before they are approved for public use. In the US, the Food and Drug Administration's Center for Biologics Evaluation and Research is responsible for vaccine use in the United States. The general stages of vaccine development are research and development, recommended proof of concept, testing the vaccine, the manufacturing process, approval of the vaccine, recommending the vaccine for use, and monitoring safety after approval. Each stage has many steps and are mostly published through scientific papers for quality assurance. If you are unsure about the safety of the vaccines and what effects it does to your child, contact your pediatrician for further assistance. Today, I hope that I persuaded you that vaccinations for children are crucial for their health and well-being because they will protect them from dangerous diseases, save lives, contribute to herd immunity, and are backed by scientific evidence. Now, this is my call to action. I challenge you to talk to your child's pediatrician and take the necessary steps it takes to keep your child safe. because I'm sure that you don't want anything bad to happen to your child, especially if it can be preventable. Here is the recommended calendar for immunizations and vaccinations from birth through 6 years old. This is provided on the CDC website. Do what's right and vaccinate your child. Thank you. Have a great day.